No, World Cup's over. Woohoo!
I'm genuinely sad that I can't just be a fan of football anymore and I have to go back to being a fan of Chelsea.
Yeah, it's sort of depressing. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Red, White, and Blues podcast. I'm Daniel. The guy on top of me tonight is Jason. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. The World Cup ended this
Mm-hmm.
weekend, as we said at the
Yesterday.
top yesterday. I am very sad about it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed having some football to look forward to almost every day until the
Yeah.
the end there. But yeah, how are you?
I'm doing good. I think my wife is rejoicing that the World Cup is over with, so not sitting on the couch making her watch it every night.
Yeah.
But I will say this: by the end of it, she was into it, and we were united as a household yesterday, rooting for Spain and cheering Spain on.
Us
Um,
too.
and we were house divided for a little while until my daughter realized that Cucurella played for Spain, and she goes, "Jason plays for Spain? You didn't tell me that." And so we then switched allegiance. They switched allegiance. I was always going for Spain. Um,
Yeah.
so if the people don't know out there, we need to find a picture of this. I'll see if I can locate one. But Jason used to have hair just like Cucurella's, and it was very he the care that he put into that hair was amazing. I lived with him for years, and the care that he put into his hair was something I've never seen before, and it was
You
amazing to
probably
watch.
remember more about it than I do, and that's pretty impressive.
I remember this was your go-to move
Yeah,
because
squeeze. Yeah.
because he had curly hair, and
Mhm.
so I mean
Had
it
to
was
put
just
product in
like
it.
Cucurella's. Yeah,
Yeah.
long luscious
Um,
locks.
well, everyone will be in luck when I'll find an appropriate picture to share. But my wife has been going through some old pictures back when I had hair days, so there are plenty to choose from that we have just found
Hey,
again.
there
Yeah.
we go. There we go.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
I
we
think
need.
it's funny that your daughter says that because I can't remember the last time I had that hair, so I don't know what everybody remembers.
I don't
But
know.
yeah,
Uh, Yeah, but I think tonight,
I
because
love it.
Jason and me were talking before this podcast, there's nothing else to talk about. So if you're tuned in to get our opinions on Morgan Rogers to Chelsea, we're just going to tease you a little bit because we're going to talk about that on Thursday. It may be good, it may be bad. I don't really know. We'll give you our opinions on Thursday on our transfer roundup. Hopefully, we have some other stuff going on by then. Maybe Lacroix. I don't know, but there's really not a lot of Chelsea stuff going on right now. As we're getting ready to head into the season, we do have a preseason. Oh well, I guess technically we did have our first match under Alonso this past week. I guess that did
We did
happen.
a
We played
we did a
we played
friendly.
Crawley Town behind closed doors. We
Oh,
won,
okay,
so there was that happened last week.
nice.
Forgotten who scored. I think we scored like 3 goals.
I was
Um,
not aware of this.
yeah, I mean, it wasn't very highly publicized, but I know we do have a match coming up. I think next week or this weekend. It's
Okay,
soon. We have a match coming up, so our first official preseason match, not behind closed doors, that you can pay Chelsea. You can pay some money for, and Chelsea will let you buy it from them. Because that's what the greedy bastards do. Instead of just letting us watch matches for free, that'd be
yeah.
nice. I just like to watch my club play some preseason friendlies, but can't do that. Got to put it behind a paywall. Good job,
How
Blue
much
Coat.
is it?
Oh, I'm sure it's probably like $5.99. It's usually what they are. I don't know. Blue Coat might have gone up on their prices. Who the hell knows? Probably $10 though.
I'll try to track it down. That is rather annoying though.
Yeah, it used to be. I know I paid for a couple preseason matches in the past, and it was like $3.99 or $5.99, something like that. So I don't know. But yeah, there's just not. What we're saying is there's not a lot of Chelsea news going on right now. If you want transfer news, if you want our reactions, go to our Instagram page. I posted my instant reaction on there to the Morgan Rogers news. If you want more in depth on it, we will talk about it on Thursday. So tune in Thursday to our transfer podcast. And so we decided tonight we're just going to talk a little bit about the World Cup. Shout out Spain for winning the World Cup. Thank God they ended the devilish run of Argentina that was handed to them on a silver platter by FIFA and the refs and all the corruption that took place to get Argentina to the finals. And then lo and behold, they actually get a red card in the finals, and it's Enzo freaking this big call.
Thank you, Enzo, for taking one for the team. We appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean, although his first yellow was pretty weak. Like,
yeah.
Second yellow, I have no problem with. He definitely got him. First yellow.
I mean, the second one, a friend of mine that doesn't watch soccer saw it and was asking me about it, and he said it looked like a cartoon.
Yeah,
because that dude went tumbling in the air. There is a great picture on Chelsea Reddit of like Enzo right after the foul, and the Spain player just upside down in the air, and Enzo just looking back at him. It is a great picture.
Shit.
On the front page of Chelsea FC.
And of course, Enzo's like, no, whatever. But
he had to protest, I guess.
He did. Yeah, I don't know. I will say this, it was a very boring match, mainly because Spain didn't know how to finish. Like,
oh my God.
Argentina did absolutely nothing the entire match. Absolutely jack shit. They did not deserve to win that match. They didn't deserve anything. And yet Spain could do nothing. Martinez had one of the best goalie performances in a World Cup final ever, and he still lost because his team can't do anything attacking wise. So,
he's the only reason they were in it at all.
Oh yeah,
because they got like a I mean, they didn't get a shot in the first 90. Argentina didn't. And then I think the first shot they called was meant to be a cross by Messi. It just happened to like almost go in.
Yeah.
So they called that a shot, and I just
it wasn't. It was not a shot.
So then they had like one real shot, and neither were on goal. So Argentina 100% deserved to lose that. They were playing for PKs by the end just to have a chance. Yeah, and Spain blew it, but man, the goal that they scored, Ferran Torres, Nico Williams, to head that back, into the box, and Ferran Torres just,
it was a great goal.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. So and they deserved it, man. Spain were fantastic throughout the game, except for finishing.
And they were exceptional. I mean, like, literally, this is what what they do, though, is what I've been screaming at Chelsea to do since Blugo took over, is you build from the back to the front. Like, they literally let in one freaking goal the entire tournament.
Yes.
That's insane. That's how you win championships. You just don't let the other team score. And eventually you will find a way to score, and that's what they did. They always seem to find a way. And people talked about Argentina's run, and it was, whatever, controversial, whatever. But Spain giving up one freaking goal the entire tournament. And it wasn't even like, Simon, whatever his name is, Unai Simon, the goalkeeper for Spain, had great games. He literally would have like one or two saves a match. So it was just like the defense was that damn good that the other teams didn't even get shots off. And that's a testament to, Spain does have possession. They do know how to control a match. They have Rodri in the middle. Like, they know how to control things. But at the same time, they still only gave up one freaking goal. Like, and one of their center backs is 19 years old. So, I mean, it's like, it's crazy. They had a great run. They had a great tournament. They were by far the best team. Maybe not the most exciting team as like France or England or even Mexico. Like, there was definitely some more exciting teams to watch play than Spain, but they were the best. And defense oftentimes wins championships.
As you've been saying. Yeah, it was great to see Spain win. I was there for the trophy presentation, though. Nothing wild happened except Trump did 80-year-old man it, and they could not get him off that damn
They could
stage
not.
for anything.
Rodri just
Infantino
pushing
even
him.
yeah. Infantino ran back across to try to get him off, and he still couldn't.
That was
So
the only
I was living
prediction
for that
Jason and
moment.
me got right in the World Cup, I think, was that we both said Trump's going to try and steal the spotlight, and when he's passing the trophy out, so
there was some video of a German broadcast of the match, and they showed Infantino and Trump getting to see the trophy, like in the box,
yeah.
And the guy was basically like, that seems like a violation of the rules. Infantino and Trump, they are made for each other. This is essentially what he said.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely, Infantino. I mean, like, I didn't know it was possible. I didn't know if it would ever be possible to hate a FIFA president more than Sepp Blatter. But Infantino's giving that man a run for his money. Like, just the amount of, I'm waiting, like, there was a book written about Sepp Blatter and all the corruption, after he left office. I'm ready for the Infantino book because it's going to be just as thick and just as good with all the brown envelopes that mother effer's passing out.
I mean, he is making FIFA and the confederations a lot of money right now. I think he'll be president for a while.
Oh, yeah. Have you heard? Well, the German Federation actually gave him, they actually are not giving him their vote for the.
Good.
I know, great. But have you heard about the ticket scandal that went on at the World Cup?
Is it from that video that you shared with me about the confederations buying them up?
Yes. The confederations are set. So, number one, the fact that FIFA, this was the first year that they had their own ticket site and that they then had their own, the only way you could resell your tickets was through FIFA. Like, that was the official, like, I think they had their own resale site this year, though, essentially. Like, you could still resell on SeatGeek and stuff like that. But there was an official FIFA one for the first time this year. So there was all these sketchy things that started coming out as these matches. Like, I think it was the Belgium match in their last match. Or no, I think it was the U.S. match. U.S. versus Belgium. Yeah. U.S. versus Belgium. Mm-hmm. There was a huge block of tickets that went on sale or that went up for sale at the exact same time, like the day before the match. And it was where Belgium supporters should have been sitting. So the theory is, and they went for way above what the market was. And it was like a whole section. It wasn't just like one or two seats here, one or two seats. It was like an entire freaking section. And so, like, the theory is that the Belgium Federation sold these tickets off at a higher price to make more money instead of giving them, because I think they were $60 face value tickets that were supposed to go to Belgium fans. So they held these back from Belgium fans that actually would have probably wanted to go to the match. And instead, I think they ended up selling for like $1,600 or something like that.
Right.
It's just,
wow.
It is like, this is the thing that FIFA does where they're slimy, they're sketchy, they always have been, where these federations are just raking in money and it just hurts the fans that actually want to go to the matches. Whenever you have these ticket markups, when you're letting the bots buy the freaking tickets, before fans can actually get them. Like, it sucks.
Yeah, it's what's unbelievable is how good of a tournament it was.
Mm-hmm.
And still how much fans did pay for those tickets.
Yeah.
In spite of FIFA doing a bunch of shady shit to jack up the prices.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just sad that people had to pay that much to go to
Yeah.
what was otherwise a really great tournament. And it's like you can have this without gouging the people who want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a lot of apparently Germany's going to investigate things. FIFA is apparently being sued for deceptive World Cup ticket sales. Apparently they were promising VIP seats and they didn't deliver them. There's a lot of things that are probably about to come out.
Well, that's what they did too. They were taking, so like the way it worked is there was like a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 seats in every stadium. And what they were doing is they were selling like tier 2 seats, and they were supposed to be in like a certain section. You know, they were supposed to be in sections 1 through 200, say. Well, then what they would do is they would all of a sudden expand those sections. So when people bought the seats, they thought they were getting something in section 1 or 200. Well, then they would expand to like 300 and 400. So tier 2 seats became worse. But what was originally like tier 3, which means there's a price discrepancy as well. They paid for tier 2, but they're getting what originally was a tier 3 seat. So it's like, that's the deception that they did. Like, it's all this bullshit. And I'm sure that they have some weird clause that you signed whenever you went in there to purchase tickets that we reserve the right to change whatever the hell we want to change, whenever the hell we want to change it. And we can do whatever the F we want to. And that's just deception. Like, that's FIFA being corrupt. That's FIFA in a nutshell.
Well, he made a lot of money.
Yeah. It's going to be the highest grossing World Cup.
That they did it. It's amazing. I think the thing that really bothers me about it is that people were still willing to pay those prices, and it's just going to encourage them to do it again.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, because Europe has a lot stricter resale laws than the U.S. does. So it's going to be very interesting to see what Spain does and how. Let's see how corrupt they go. Like, Spain, because I know Canada did it. Canada, or wait, did they do it the opposite?
They did.
They did it. Did they do it the opposite way, or did they made the law to where you could resell tickets, right, for the World Cup?
They put some restrictions on the tickets. Yeah, so FIFA had to relist them in Canada, but the U.S. basically gave them carte blanche to do whatever they wanted to. We said we wouldn't do anything. So
U.S. will never do ticket prices, because it's. I mean, like, the thing is like there's already freaking Ticketmaster that's a monopoly that is ruining the music industry. That is shutting down small. Like, don't even get me started on Ticketmaster. The fact that the way that they're shutting down smaller venues just because they put artists in a situation like, you don't play in a Ticketmaster venue, we're not going to let you go on any Ticketmaster venue. You either play in Ticketmaster, or you don't go to any Ticketmaster venues. Like, it's just complete bullshit. Ticketmaster's a freaking monopoly that needs to be shut down. And then, so the U.S. clearly doesn't care about ticket and price gouging. Like, it's just like we're used to it. Like, we've both, I'm sure, paid way over prices, face value for tickets, because we wanted to go see something. I do it every year for football games.
Yeah, you're not just paying for the ticket too. You're paying for any number of fees.
Right. Exactly. And now they're like, oh, we'll show you the fees. We'll show you the all-in price when you go to purchase the ticket.
Yeah, just with all the fees.
Yeah, just with all the fees. Okay, cool. Whatever. Trying to make me feel better about myself.
You can also add parking to your ticket too now. So you can pay like another $100 just to park, because if you go to any big venue, our cities aren't that walkable.
Nope. There's no, I mean, like, you couldn't even walk to the World Cup final.
Exactly.
In the middle of a freaking swamp.
Fans are crossing the interstate to get there. I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah, it's insane, because they were charging $100 to ride the freaking subway to get there.
Exactly.
The train. It's like this is, I don't know. I mean, I just wish at some point, like your point about people still paying the prices, I wish at some point we as humans and as humanity would just be like, enough is enough. Let's stop paying for all this overpriced bullshit to go do leisure activities. Like go to football games, go to concerts. Like, let's just start refusing to pay these exorbitant prices.
Yeah.
And just sit at home until they decide they want to start making money again.
So Claude, the AI bot from, well, it's more than a bot, but the AI product from Anthropic, they do there's a thing called painted doors. And so basically they'll run like A/B testing on what people are willing to pay for stuff. So the way usually they'll give you a set of features for each thing, and they'll see what you go for. With Anthropic a little while back, they apparently took out Claude Code from the $20 a month one. So they just removed it. Which is, it's normally there. But and it was still there if you paid $20. Like, you still got access to the Claude Code. They just took it out of the feature list. And a surprising number of people still paid the $100 a month just so they could have Claude Code because it was in the feature list.
Mm-hmm.
And what's incredible about that, right, is like, even if you lost a certain number of customers, the customers that were still willing to pay the price was still good enough to justify possibly removing that from the $20 fee, because they still retained enough paying at the higher price. And there is a bit of a thing going on about, they call it funflation. So what you're talking about with the price gouging on every ticket thing that you can get now, entertainment wise, it's getting too expensive for the majority of people to go out and participate in anything. Even with like the cost of streaming services in your own home, the cost of staying home and trying to be entertained at home by paying for some of the movies and things that you're paying for is still increasing. So funflation's going up everywhere, right?
Right.
But did enough people go to this World Cup in spite of the tickets being as high? Because I didn't see hardly any empty stadiums. I didn't watch every game,
true,
but most of the games were full from what I could tell. And unless you wanted to go to like Kansas City, like, you were going to be paying really high price. I think it was still high in Kansas City, but it was cheaper than the rest of the stadiums. But like, does it just encourage FIFA to, in the next 4 years, just raise the overall price?
Mm-hmm.
So then it doesn't matter about resale price because they already started out high.
Right.
I don't know. It seems like they're not going to be discouraged from doing anything they can to gouge the fans because enough of them went. But it's a once in a 4-year event. Like, how many times in your life will you ever get to go? Because it might not come to your country in your lifetime.
Yeah.
So we got priced out. Like, we couldn't go, or we just weren't willing to pay that amount.
Right.
To go.
We could have swung it, but no, it wasn't worth it.
I mean, and that was the price we paid. We decided to alter our lives because we had planned to go for like a year or a couple of years, and so we decided to like spend stuff on other things, right? Like we're making it work within our budgets to not do it, so that we can do other things hopefully. But like, I don't know, man.
Our families like go
exactly.
Not be freaking World Cup broke for the next 2 years and take
And like, how many people did go World Cup broke? How many people went into debt for this? And it's not like we're a small country where you can just bounce around between the stadiums easily. Like, you were taking flights if you wanted to go see if you wanted to follow your team. So it's incredible to me that people had enough resources to even do this, or that they were able to get enough credit to do it, and that it was still full throughout. So I think it only encourages FIFA to be even more tyrannical on their pricing strategies. And it is sad because it was a great cup in spite of the gouging, but fans still showed up. And that, I think that's a big reason about why it was still a great cup. But yeah, how much does that bleed over into future FIFA business decisions? I mean, they know they can charge a shit ton of money now and people will still show up.
Yep, they can. And I mean, that's a good point about like how, because I mean, like obviously what happened in America, which is what happens with most big events, is buyers or scalpers, I guess I should say, not buyers, assholes, scalpers, shitheads, bastards, go out with their little effing bots and buy up all the tickets when they first originally go on sale, and then they just mark them up from there. So if FIFA does, like you're saying, which is probably very plausible, because like nothing's going to stay the same for 4 years. So prices are going up. It's just a question of how much. It's not if, it's how much. So how much will prices go up? And then if it starts, say a tier 3 ticket starts out at $1,000.
Exactly.
And I know Europe has better laws, but I also have a feeling FIFA will find a way around those laws. So
and as evidenced by our country, they'll do stuff to help you. Like they'll do stuff in order to host the cup.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then Infantino has proven he will be your best friend while his tournaments happen in your country.
He will most definitely do that.
So yeah, it's fascinating because I genuinely think it was a great tournament and I enjoyed it immensely. And I don't want to give FIFA any credit for that.
Nope.
Because they tried to price people out of it and then realized people are still willing to pay. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, I guess they weren't trying to price people out. They just priced it so high that I thought that they were. And there was a lot of doomerism going on about it. So maybe my expectations were low in the beginning, but it was an incredible tournament, which is saying something. Like, so I don't think FIFA gets credit for that. I think everybody who made it happen, in spite of FIFA being the assholes they are,
we're not giving any credit. No credit does FIFA get for this. So,
but you'll never watch a better third place game than what happened Saturday.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did not watch the game, so I was not.
It felt like, I'll just take a minute to say, when I was watching, you could feel both of those teams didn't want to be there. Like they looked sad when they were doing the walkouts. Like they just didn't want to be there. And then it turned into just pure competitiveness on the pitch. It was just like one of those things where as you're playing the game, even if it's like when you get together with your friends and you're playing a pickup game and like there are no stakes. It's just like y'all need something to do. But through the course of the game, like these storylines happen and the competitiveness grows inside of you and the pride comes out. Like that's what happened. And it was like genuinely fun to watch because you're just watching these two teams essentially put on a really great exhibition match. And man, that stadium was full and everybody was into it. And I had a friend over here. He doesn't really like soccer, but he's like been invested in the tournament and I think he's starting to come around. But you know who he is, Daniel.
Is he a Tottenham fan, so to speak?
No. This is the tall, lanky fella.
Oh, okay, that guy. Okay.
Yeah. But he was like, "What is the point of this game?" And I was like, "These fans, when will they ever get the chance to watch their team like this? Maybe." You get to see some of the greatest soccer stars on the planet just playing in an exhibition match for you. Like, why wouldn't you do? Like, people dressed up, they went there, they got their flags, they're having fun. Who knows how much FIFA charged for that? But like people were into it and they were enjoying it. It's like when Chelsea comes over here and we try to go watch the games. It's like you get to see your team. Like you get to go support them. And I think that was the whole point. It was like just pure sport exhibition at its finest. And both of those teams put on a show, and I really appreciated that. It was way better than the final. But
Yeah.
removing the pressure will do that, I think. So yeah, kudos to England and France. They put on a great show Saturday for their fans. I mean, you're never going to get to see like another 10 goal fest like probably ever.
Right.
So it was just a great showcase of what football can mean to people and what it can just mean to teams even when there's no stakes. So I genuinely appreciated it. It was a fun watch. I was also like, this is the third place match. It's kind of meaningless. And then like the drama just created itself because those players are highly competitive professional players. So I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I think that's the like it was one of the best World Cups in recent memory. Like it was better than Qatar. And I don't know if it was just because I got to actually watch more of this, because I know Qatar was in the winter, so still working or whatever. But I know the World Cup before that, I was still working my old job, and like didn't really have the time to really sit down and watch the matches. So it's like, I don't know if that was part of it, but I do feel like the competition, like even if it was more teams this time, it didn't feel like it was diluted. Like it felt like every match still mattered. Every match still had drama to it. There was very few blowouts. I mean, freaking Cape Verde drew with Spain, the World Cup champions. Yeah. It's like, did they draw with Argentina? Argentina beat them late. I think Argentina beat them late.
Yeah.
Late on 2-1, I think, or something like that. But like, you know,
they went home heroes, you know, like they got a hero's welcome when they went home. I love that.
Exactly. Freaking England went into the Azteca and freaking beat Mexico.
Awesome.
One of my favorite matches of the tournament, I think, was that match. The U.S. shit the bed as usual. Even with the help from the president, shuffling some Benjamins to old Infantino to get Balogun out there. You know,
that's a crazy story in of itself.
Yeah, like just
that one story.
Yeah, that's the storylines for this thing, the drama, the beef between Alexi Lawless and Zlatan, the fact that Zlatan just reaffirmed the fact that he is one of the greatest human beings to ever live, that has ever graced this planet. And like, I love every moment that Zlatan is on the television. Yeah. And I don't know why. Like, I'm just going to throw this out to you, Paramount. Just hear me out. Can we get rid of Micah Richards on the Champions League and bring in Zlatan?
God, please.
Yes. I need more Zlatan and Henry. You know, those two guys together are pure magic. Keep Alexi Lawless as far away from any product that involves anything. That man is a moron. What is it? Rebecca Lowe? She's the host. Yeah. She did fantastic. I love her.
She's amazing.
She's great at her job.
Incredible.
Yeah. She is the best host. Like, she knows how to facilitate conversations. She is great.
Absolutely.
She is fantastic. Like, Fox trying to do the hodgepodge stuff. Stu Holden, worst announcer ever.
I know.
Never be allowed to. Why did you pick the two worst people to announce the finals?
I know.
Give me the two English guys. Those guys just would shit on the refs at the drop of a hat. And I got so tired. The refs' penis was in Stu Holden's mouth the entire match, along with Argentina's. He was doing a little double hand job on the penises of Argentina and the ref the entire match. And then all of a sudden at the end, he's like, oh, Spain's a great team. They deserve to win. Great for Spain. You literally sucked Argentina and the ref off the entire match, Stu. Shut the F up. My God, I hate that man.
Jeez. The thing I don't like about him is like he's very American in how he presents. And I don't know if it's just you and I of watching decades of Premier League at this point. and you just get used to kind of the Britishisms and
Mhm.
and their lack of definitiveness when they're talking
Yeah.
about things. And Stu Holden presents things as if he has some inside knowledge as to
Yeah.
what that other team is exactly doing. And it's just like, dude, just stop.
But
Like, you're so definitive. You don't
yeah.
know any. Like, I understand that you played the game. That's fine. But he doesn't talk that way. He talks as if somehow he knows exactly what that other team is doing. And it just blows my mind.
And a lot of times it's like he just reiterates the most obvious thing. It's like,
Yeah.
he'll be like, oh, yep, the ball went off Enzo Fernandez for a corner kick. And he'll be like, well,
Yeah.
yeah, that ball clearly went off Enzo. Good call by the ref. Clearly out on Enzo. It's like, Stu, we have eyes. We can see.
He said something. I can't remember if it was the final or another game, but he said something like, "Oh, and this team is going to start out with the ball, and the other team will have the opportunity to get the ball." I was like, "That's how it works."
Jeez.
That's
And
how
the
it
two
works.
teams will battle for the ball the whole match, and whoever puts it in the big goal
Jesus.
will win the match. Whoever puts it
Oh,
in there,
they were so not ready for a boring game of soccer that at one point during the game yesterday, they just talked about how good the weather was. Like,
yeah,
while the game's going on, and I was like, guys, like, we are 20 minutes in, we know how good the weather is. Like, you
yeah,
talked about it at the top.
because they were talking about the weather at the top, and they were like, well, the sun's shining, and it's warm out here today, but it's not as hot as it has been being, and I'm just like, God, it
Yeah.
hasn't been hot at any of these matches during the tournament. I don't know what y'all are smoking. All the freaking matches in the South where it would have been hot were in freaking dome. All the ones y'all
Right.
talking about it being hot at were in freaking California and New Jersey and Canada, where it's like 75 degrees and a drop of humidity, and everybody's bitching about how hot it is outside. And it's like, come live where we freaking live, where it is 100 degrees and it is 100% humidity, and the freaking heat index is 115 degrees. Yeah.
Right.
Gee.
Yeah. We live with this every day.
I would literally check every time they would say the match is hot. I would literally go to the weather app and be like, I would type in whatever city they were in, and it'd be like 80 degrees, humidity 2%, feels like 75. And it's like, right. What are y'all talking about that's hot?
Right. Hey, it is at least good that they played it over here this year, since Europe has an unprecedented set of heat waves going around, which is crazy.
And bunch of pansies.
Yeah, it's not even that hot.
It's not even hot, but I mean, they
don't have air conditioning though.
They don't have air conditioning. They don't have air conditioner. They don't know the luxury and the joy that air conditioner brings to your life. Like, exactly. When I get to go to bed at night and it's 66 degrees in my house in the summer, I love every minute of it. Like,
yeah.
Just saying. Like, they don't know the luxuries of the air conditioner. I would recommend Europeans start investing in some air conditioners. It'll be worth it. Trust me.
Yes.
But
dude, Cucurella though, European champion, club world champion, country world champion.
Yep.
In 3 years. It's pretty impressive.
3 years. Yep. Next Euros will be in England too. I think England and Scotland are hosting it, I believe.
That's pretty cool. We need to go to that.
That would be fun. I would petition that we go to whoever matches are in Scotland. I think it's Scotland. It's either England and Ireland or England and Scotland. It's one of the.
I know you want that Scotch, Daniel, and I would never deny you that.
I would love to go to some distilleries in Scotland. I would also like to go to Ireland because it's where my ancestors are from. So go to Ireland. Got a little Irish ancestry in there and some English. So the Euros, it'll be interesting if Spain can. This will be so they're currently the European champions.
Yep.
And they're the World Cup champions. This is the second time they've done it, this is the crazy thing. This is only Spain's second World Cup.
Yeah.
That's the crazy stat in all this.
The other crazy thing too is their first World Cup was 2010.
Yeah, exactly. And they were also European champions and World Cup champions at the same time as well.
That's just 4 World Cups ago.
Yeah, like that is the crazy thing that Spain did not win their first World Cup to 2010. Freaking Spain.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you how dominant like South America is in like competitions like this. And like, Europe has like France has been dominant lately for Europe. Italy has been dominant in the past. Now they can't make a damn World Cup. England has only ever won 1 World Cup, which is also a crazy stat. Their highest finish since they won the World Cup in this World Cup. The U.S. will never win a World Cup.
The hype around them too was the fervor was like amazing, and I loved it, and I'm not faulting anybody for it, but my gosh, were we overconfident?
Well, we just weren't. We just weren't that we weren't that good.
Well, Pulisic didn't even show up, man. He showed up in like the first game, and then he effed off the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, he did. And I mean,
stop with the Captain America shit. He's not that good.
He is an average injury riddled player.
Yeah.
Like he is like, you want to compare him to somebody? Compare him to Mason Mount. A lot of hype.
Yep.
A lot of hype around them. People were like, "Oh, they're going to be great. They're going to be great," and then their career has been riddled by injuries. That's about it.
It's sad, really. Like I don't want anybody to. I want everybody to be injury free all the time, so that the best 11 can always be with the best 11. Like that's literally my ideal football. I understand injuries happen. Yeah. Heck, sometimes I'm happy I'm happy if we get a benefit. I don't ever want anybody to be injured, and I'm not wishing that on anybody. Yeah.
We'll benefit from that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like if it happens and we get a little bit of a benefit, sure, I'll be happy about the benefit. I'm not going to be happy that. But anyway, pretty badass that Jordan Henderson broke his arm the way that he did. And like the next match, he was just there in a cast. Like,
hey, I told you this when that happened.
Baller, man.
When you text me and said something about it, I was like, well, look, my daughter, she broke her arm, fell off the monkey bars at school, was playing that weekend. We went to the UPS store, got some bubble wrap, wrapped that cast in bubble wrap, and then taped it up, and they let her play. So awesome. She had to have it wrapped. So, I mean, like, it is what it is. Soccer.
I don't think I could have done that at any age, let alone 36, because that's how old Jordan Henderson is.
Yeah. My wife constantly reminded me yesterday. She's like, "Hey, could you do what Messi does? He's 39. Could you just imagine?" No, I can't imagine running around the freaking pitch at 41 freaking years old. I'm fat and out of shape.
Just taking the piss, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, I mean, like closing out the careers of Messi and Ronaldo.
Yep.
Like
Neymar too.
Yeah. Okay. Neymar too, Jason.
It's just kind of he was supposed to be like the next big thing, you know.
You're right. I mean, I was hitting F5 on my keyboard back in the day, hoping that he would come to Chelsea.
Yeah.
So, but Ronaldo, Messi closing out their careers at this World Cup. I mean, the big thing is that, and the crazy thing is that Mbappe still has probably 2 more World Cups and has already surpassed what both of them have done.
I know. That's crazy. Okay, question though. Do you think the stats of the third place game should count in the World Cup?
I mean, I don't think they should have a third place game because what are we playing for at that point in time? Participation freaking trophies. Like, that's just bullshit. That's just another way. All it is a money grab for FIFA to make more money.
Exactly.
That's all it is. So let's get that out of the way. I don't think there should be a third place match.
Then there would be no stakes.
But since there is a third place match, stats should count.
Okay.
There is one. I do not think there should be one, but because there is one, I do think stats should count. So there's that.
I mean, it is still part of the World Cup.
It is still part of the World Cup. I think it is stupid and asinine and pointless. And I don't know. Like, I just think it's a money grab. I think it's stupid. You should do away with third place game, but they won't because it brings in probably several $1 million. So
they definitely won't after this one either. They'll try it again.
Yeah, they will definitely keep going. But yeah, I do not think there should be a third place match, but they had one, so stats should count. Also, like the other problem you run into now, like if you say that about the third place match that stats shouldn't count or whatever. Well, now you're also running into the fact that the tournament is getting bigger, and it might get bigger next time around. If not in Spain, the next time for sure will probably be bigger, which is probably coming back to the U.S. The next time after Spain, I think that's right.
Wow. Have they picked the host country yet, or are we bidding for it?
They haven't, but that's the one where they're supposed to go to like 60, I think. And
oh wow.
There's very few countries that can have that. And because of the way they do things, like it has to rotate, or whatever, Europe can't host it again because they already hosted the one before. So all the European countries are out. I don't know. I've heard it explained, but essentially it comes down to probably it's like us, and I think it's like the US and
Africa.
No, not Africa. Not Australia, but the one, not the
Oceania. No, they're Oceania.
Oh yeah, Oceania. Yeah, that one, Oceania. Okay. And we're the only ones that have the infrastructure to host it, essentially. So we will probably host it again, within the next. I don't know if it's in the next. It might be the one. So there's Spain's next. There might be another one, and then the U.S. again.
Okay.
So there might be. I'm not sure if it's the one after Spain or the one after Spain. But essentially, the U.S. we will probably see another World Cup in our lifetime, which is crazy.
Yeah, that is amazing. Well, we have to go to that one when it's even more expensive.
We will still not be able to afford it, because whatever.
We got to get rich before then, man. This podcast will take off eventually.
Hey, look, if people just like and subscribe on our YouTube page, if they follow us on Apple Podcasts, if they follow us on Spotify, we can get there, and we're doing better. People are starting to listen more. So, there's that. We're getting there.
Out there.
We need you to like and share. Like and share on your socials, people. So, get us out there. We want to be the voices of reason and insanity in Chelsea. That's what we are.
We already are.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
We just want to be well known for being the voices of reason.
And insanity.
Yeah, and insanity. We just don't buy into the club's bullshit. So if you want non-influenced takes from two guys who aren't in the know, then we're your guys.
Who will never be in the know. We can say that with certainty because Blueco ain't giving us jack shit.
No. I also am willing to sell out for a lot of things, but I'm not willing to sell out to Chelsea so we can keep our journalistic integrity.
Correct. I will sell out for a lifetime supply of Miller Lite.
Yeah. Oh my God, Miller Lite.
For a truckload of Cheez-Its.
Don't even.
I will sell out for. That might be the only two things I would actually sell out for.
Yeah. Hey, look, man.
Cheez-Its and Miller Lite.
If we get a VPN sponsorship, I'm in. If we get a sponsorship for those things you drink before you go out at night of partying, I'm in. If we get an underwear sponsorship or a Manscaped sponsorship, I'm in. All those things, sure. And the Cheez-Its and the Miller Lite, that's fine.
Right.
But Blueco, you'll never have us. Never.
We'll never
Don't
have.
think about it.
We'll never be mouthpieces for the club.
No. There's too many of those already.
Yeah. We'll give you our real opinions. And our real opinion was this World Cup was an A+.
A+.
Like I said, the only prediction we got right is that Trump would kind of steal the glory from the World Cup champion at the end, and we both predicted that. So
2 balls way up is what I would say for the World Cup.
That's right. That's right.
2 enthusiastic balls.
Anything else you want to talk about, Jason, about the World Cup?
No, I would just like to reiterate that I'm very sad that it's over.
Yeah.
I looked forward to seeing the scores every day. Chelsea Football Club, here we come.
Well, I think the thing, too, is that made it even better is that you and me both had very low expectations for this World Cup.
Agreed.
And it exceeded it so vast. Like, the expectations were down here, and it just went to the moon. It was such an amazing, World Cup. The drama, the pageantry, minus the halftime show.
Oh, my God, yes.
I agree with Wayne Rooney.
Yes, I do have a thing to add.
Okay,
I would love to see Thierry Henry, Zlatan, and Wayne Rooney as the commentary. Get them together. Wayne Rooney does a bullshit, man.
Yeah, that would be. The problem is that Wayne would probably, because he's used to the British television where they can get away with more stuff. You have to tone it down on the American television. Whereas Zlatan is just very he doesn't have to use cuss words. He just uses backhand passive aggressive statements that the person doesn't realize, Lexi Lawless, that they're being insulted and that everybody is laughing at them as Zlatan speaks the truth. So
yeah. Hey, according to Rebecca, there's a lot of banter, but they all like each other, according to Rebecca. Well, there's no reason not to believe Rebecca. But she's just professional.
You're very professional. You are fantastic at what you do. You're fantastic. I love your job. I love what you do at your job. You're one of the best. I don't believe you, though.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you.
Yeah. We want to believe you, but we don't.
Yes. No, I don't know. No, I don't want to believe her. I want to believe that one day, Jason, that Zlatan will literally just turn to Lexi Lawless. He will just jump up on the table. He will just drop kick him. You can't tell me that there's no beef. Did you see the video? It was early on in the World Cup of Henry and Zlatan doing they were doing keepy ups and tricks with the ball in the studio, and they weren't giving it to Alexi. He was just like a sad little puppy in the corner. You get the ball, and they were just teasing him with it, and that tells me right there, they just view themselves which is true, and it's a true statement. So much up here, and Lawless just so much down here.
Yeah. No, you're right. That is evidence. And when Rebecca said that, because she was on a podcast with Brendan Hunt, the guy who plays Coach Beard on Ted Lasso.
Coach Beard.
But he was like, yeah, we've been waiting for Alexi Lawless to get his due for a while now.
Yeah.
So he's it is a mutual feeling across the board. But kudos to Rebecca for trying.
Yeah. And that's the thing is no American likes Alexi Lawless. That's the thing. Nobody likes him. So we're all on Zlatan's side in this. We want him to just rip him a new asshole every segment. So
yes.
Whatever.
I will always be on Zlatan's side.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. Well, I guess that's it. Jason did add one thing at the end about you added something. So anyway, Jason, Tell these people where they can find us.
X, Instagram, Substack. Check us out at Red White Blues FC on all the things.
We are also on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, wherever you listen to your podcast at these days. We are there. Check us out. And we're also on the YouTube. So like, subscribe, follow, put the little bell on. Get in the comments down below. Tell us what your favorite moment of the World Cup was. And if it is not Zlatan ripping Alexi Lawless a new one or making fun of him in a passive-aggressive way, then you picked the wrong answer. Just going to say that. Thursday, join us then. We will talk about Morgan Rogers transfer to Chelsea. We will also talk about any other shit that happens in the transfer market before Thursday. Hopefully something. But anyway, until next time, we'll catch you guys and gals on the flip side.
Bring on the Premier League season. Flippity floppity.